Good morning. A week ago, we were all excited. We were talking about the vacant Women's World Championship on Raw. We were talking about a five-star match possibly coming up between Stephanie Vaquer versus Io Sky. We were dreaming of it being the main event of the upcoming WrestlePalooza on September 20th in Indianapolis, Indiana. We understood why that match did not occur in Paris, the Clash of Paris, because it's the first ESPN PLE, and they're pulling out all the stops, and they are. That was a week ago. A week ago. Stephanie Vaquer versus Io Sky. Oh my gosh, it's going to be, yeah. What are we talking about this week? We talking about Io Sky? Stephanie Vaquer? Women's Championship? No. Nope. We're not talking about any championship. We're talking about two things, mainly one thing. But let's go to the mainly one thing. We're talking about AJ Lee. That's it. That's what we're talking about. Nobody's talking about anything else in wrestling except AJ Lee has returned to WWE. AJ Lee is 38. She has spinal injuries. She's had mental difficulties. And she hasn't been in the ring for 10 years. Not 1 year, not 2, not 5, but 10 years. She's back. And she's the talk of the town. And every other female wrestler, except Becky Lynch, because she's in the same arc. But every other woman every one of them, taking the back seat. Will there still be a world championship match for women at WrestlePalooza? Yeah. Will it be the main event? Oh no. No. Not only will it not be the main event, it won't be the semi-main event. It will be a mid-card match. Yeah. Championship, a vacant championship with two of the best wrestlers on the roster. Head to head. It won't be the main event. It won't be the semi-main event. It will be a mid-card match. Why? Old people. John Cena. What's the other guy's name? Brock Lesnar. John Cena and Brock Lesnar are going to go at it. Oh my gosh. And of course, AJ Lee and her husband CM Punk will go at it against Seth Rollins and his wife, the man, Becky Lynch. So, Cena Lesnar, AJ Lee, somewhere down the card, the Women's World Championship. Yeah, a week ago, it's up here. This week, it's down here. And I submit to you, I understand what WWE is doing. It's all about the Benjamins, I guess that's the word they use. It's all about the money. All about the ratings. It's the first ESPN PLE in a 1.5 or 1.6 billion dollar deal. I get it, folks. But a week ago, Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer were good enough. In fact, that's why they didn't do it in France, right? So they're good enough. This week they're not. They're not. Old people. John Cena over the hill. His last hurrah. By December, he's gone. AJ Lee. 10 years of ring rust. Spinal injuries. She can't wrestle, folks. Oh, she can get in the ring and do some things. She can't take any bumps. She'll never take a riptide from Rhea Ripley. She'll never take a moonsault from Io Sky. Not going to happen. So she's untouchable. She's freaking untouchable. But every woman on the Raw roster and SmackDown roster for that matter. Every woman in the WWE, every one of them, not one, not two, not some, but every single one of them now takes a back seat. They can almost go on vacation. I want you to think about that. They can all go on vacation. What's going to happen this week on Raw? That's tomorrow night. Last week it was, oh my gosh, contract signing between Stephanie Bacquer and Io Sky for the World Championship. Right? Going to sign a contract. That's always big fun. So what are they talking about doing this week? AJ Lee will appear. AJ Lee will discuss what's going on. AJ Lee will talk about her status. AJ Lee this and AJ Lee that and AJ Lee the other thing. You see what happened? Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The two best technical wrestlers on the roster are almost an afterthought. Rhea Ripley is an afterthought. Rhea Ripley is an afterthought. For a 38-year-old has-been with neck and back injuries, mental problems, and 10 years of ring rust. That is what WWE is going with. You know, I'm sorry. Some of the wrestlers, some talent just can't catch a freaking break. Not one break. Not one break. Not one break. Io Sky's one of them. She gets screwed left and right. And then they say she's the pillar of our division. She's a breakout talent. She's an ace. She's a legend. But we screw her over every chance we get. That's what's happening here. I'll say it again. This is how I'm going to finish this one. There is one wrestler on the WWE roster. Actually, literally, there is one. I'll say it again. There is one wrestler in the world, in the whole wide world, who has 21 championship belts. Not 16, not 17, not 18, but 21. 21. If this wrestler wins at WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis on September 20th, she will have 22. No one comes close. No one. Yet, all the hype about two-time winner. I'm not sure how many belts she has, but she ain't got many. AJ Lee. AJ Lee only has like 246 bouts in her entire life. 246. Becky Lynch is in the 600s. I don't know what Io Sky is. You know what? Maybe I can figure that out. Let's see what we can come up with. I'm going to move that over. And let us see. I doubt I'm going to find it, but we're going to try. First, we got to get the internet connected. There we go. Total wrestling matches for Io. Or Io Sky. Let's see what we get, folks. If it'll even tell me. Probably going to get a long-winded... yeah, I figured that was going to be it. Exact number isn't available because there's so many. Let's see if it'll give me a guess. I don't know why it's not available if the others are. Let's see if it'll give me a guess, folks. Nope, they won't even try. I do not have the ability to guess. Why? I don't know why. Sometimes I just don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. Let's see what this does. Last chance. You would need to search her history, and it won't tell us. Yeah, it won't tell us. Well, that tells you something right there. It won't tell us. It doesn't know. There are too many to count. Obviously, it's more than 600 and something, and certainly more than 200 and something. It just doesn't know. There are so many, so many, so many. 19 years as a wrestler. 19. And still at it. So, there's no one better than Io Sky. But she's going to take a back burner, a back seat. She might as well go on vacation. She really should. Because right now it's all going to be AJ Lee, AJ Lee, AJ Lee, AJ Lee. A wrestler who cannot wrestle. Unbelievable. P out.